rights organization, International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, has warned that at least 15 terror groups are targeting Nigeria and currently in the country with the aim of also disrupting the forthcoming general elections. The organization, which was reacting to the Western terror alert warning in the Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, stated that the riotous situation going on in the country by Islamic jihadists with subtle support of the government was clearing road for emergence of Biafra Republic and others. Intersociety stated this in a release made to Sahara reporters titled Terror Threat and 2023. Government of Nigeria is making peaceful change impossible and violent change inevitable and righteously clearing road for emergence of Biafra Republic and others. The organization warned that if jihadists succeeded in capturing Abuja, Nigerians would be left with three choices of the Velvet Revolution, the Berlin War, or the Yugoslav fragmentation. The statement was signed by principal officers of the organizations Emeka Umegbalasi, Chidinma Udebunam Chinwe Umeche and Obiajunu Joy Igboili. The statement reads, "It is our further observation that the rising jihadist terror threat ahead of Nigeria's crucial presidential poll and others are not accidental as the present Nigerian government had since its inception in 2015 behaved through its policies and actions as if its cardinal governance mission is to promote state jihadism. The indices on the ground have also practically shown that apart from increase in the number of Islamic jihadist groups and regionalization and internationalization of same using Nigerian landscapes or spaces, the Islamic jihadists also made far much inroad or encroachment into Nigeria's state power, terrorists and regions than in the previous years before mid-2015. There are no fewer than 15 Islamic jihadist groups presently operating or assembling in the country. There are also scores of embryonic orders littered across the country. As at May 2015, Nigeria had only three well-known Islamic jihadist groups, Boko Haram, Ansaru and ISWAP, locally and regionally assembled jihadist Fulani herdsmen became full-blown and widespread Islamic jihadist terror group after their state actor radicalization and romance with the present government of Nigeria, which started in late 2015. By 2016, they started moving southward and middle beltward in widespread under government security establishment watch and protection using the existing centuries old cattle grazing routes. As if the above was not enough, the Nigerian government and its security establishment dangerously embarked on sundry jihadist animal husbandry plans camouflaged in different names including military ranching, Ruga, National Livestock Transformation Plan, Waterway Control Plan, and so on. The pluralistic and secularism doctrine of the country's security forces was also dealt a heavy blow under the present government of Nigeria, which also introduced ethnic and religious domination in their command and rank and fight structures, leading to rabid operational crudity and partisanship or segregated and discriminatory policing and soldering. Intersociety noted that the present President Muhammadu Buhari-led Nigerian government could not extricate itself from being remotely responsible for violence and conquest occupation of no fewer than 400 locations in the southeast alone by Islamic terror Fulani herdsmen and their foreign recruits armed with AK-47s. The group desired that the number of defenseless citizens and civilian properties wantonly destroyed in old eastern Nigeria by Nigerian security forces since August 2015 has never been recorded since the Nigeria Biafra Civil War of 1967 to 1970. You can imagine. We're just deceiving ourselves in this country, honestly. And when you hear this kind of a thing, they are really related with what late Obadiah Melafia said. For as many who have not watched that video, if you go on YouTube, Obadiah Melafia, he made this, statement in 2020 when he was interviewed, and that is what we are seeing now. Like play, like play, like play, like play. Oh. Muslim have destroyed this nation called Nigeria with terrorism and Islamization agenda. What goes around comes around. May the Almighty protect my country, Nigeria. Islam is very, very bad religion. Wickedness is the orders of the day in their life. Article will surely fade by the grace of God. Nigeria belongs to God. Nobody can destroy it. Yes, we know that this is what is going to happen to this election, because these people that do not want to relinquish power are now realizing that the odds may not be in their favor. We now resort to using terrorism to destabilize the election. We let the will of God be done. All power belongs to God. Human lives is more important than an election. That money will be spent to bring in men who sponsor touts into power. Let's first get rid of the terrorists and bandits before we think of elections. The Nigeria bad boys should be ready to confront them. Let them show the world they can be useful at a time like this. Such bad boys include Nigerians know them, ranging from packed out cultists, agitators, armed robbers, the original Nigerian kidnappers. Where are they? They should defend their country now or never. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Well, people, stop deceiving yourself with terrorist group. Just comes out to say the truth. Opposition are behind the disrupt 2023 election because they are not going to win. Is period. This is what is happening now. Nothing more than that. It's just the way they disrupted. This one disrupted the other election too. Who is opposition, please? I don't know. I said it before. They took my words for granted. The word from the spiritual realm is so too deep for the people of the world. PMB would have been the greatest president if he had negotiated with IPOP. Instead of killing them, giving them Biafra, let them pay tax to Nigeria Limited for some years and part peacefully. The country Nigeria has decayed. Believe it or not, it is true. The rebirth will be splits of nations of different tribes. So guys, I don't know what you think about this. Let us just know your own opinion from what is being said. Do you really believe all this? Let's have your take.